And next here we have eucalyptus leaves. I've already put a few because I've been quite in plenty. So I've seen this was not even a bunch. It was a big bunch. It's still a bunch, but a big bunch that I took from the factory. And some leaves already falling off. That you can see that I've started the video where I've already packed some of the leaves. So eucalyptus leaves are not... I was about to use the word complicated, but nothing is complicated here. This is all nature, this is all plant-based. As you can see, as I harvest the leaves, this is real deal. You can see the branch, yeah? You can see the leaves here as well, and I've been showing you videos as I actually these I harvested personally, quite many in bulk form. The video that I was shooting, and the good thing and why I love this, these I harvested from my shamba, a project that I started investing 13 years ago, but though it has been over time, yeah? So I'm embracing, I'm happy even. I'm not saying that the ones that I harvested or gotten from other farmers and the ones that I harvested from my parents' farm, but you know there's that joy when you know it is from your own. And even I was involved, I remember back then, years ago, yeah? Years ago, was I in campus? Being involved even in the planting of the seedlings, some of them though, quite a few times. Much of the work, of course, we had to employ cashews to do there, though it has been a process to do the planting. But I remember one of the weekends that I was in the village, yeah, me doing the planting. And it's quite a far area, and as I said, we depend on rainwater. So anyway, let me not speak much about that. So we are focusing on the leaves and the health benefit. So this is not complicated, not much of health benefit, but nothing is complicated. As I say, this is very simple. Nature trees, people use a lot of eucalyptus, and this has very strong timber. Anyway, strong timber. I was about to get to other stories, yeah? And it's a very common tree, yeah, but it has medicinal value. I'm also training and teaching you, so you don't really need to buy the leaves from me. If you want the convenience, buy the leaves from me. If you are not able to access the eucalyptus leaves, buy them from me. That's why I'm here, to sell them to you. But if you are there in the village and you've planted eucalyptus, or you know where you can get a eucalyptus tree and get the leaves, well and good, give them. I'm educating you on the health benefit. So the number one health benefit, this is basically works on your respiratory system, yeah, the core function. And I mean, it doesn't have many benefits, just about 4 benefits, yeah. I've mentioned about it's very good for treating any sort of respiratory infection, be it a sinus infection, be it an inflammation around your respiratory system, be it a lung infection. This will work for you, and usually have it in powder form. And I should have been having the powders here, though you see now the challenge is that I'm doing this from home. Yeah, because I think I should be having the powders. But anyway, as I share the videos, I'll be sharing the product as well, what we have in the display at our shops, yeah? So I've mentioned about treating respiratory infections. The other health benefit, it is very good for treating of colds and flus. And it can be used by from 12 years old, and even they are younger, 8 years old, I've used this, yeah? So the powder is used for treating of the colds and the flus. I'll explain what you can get, the varieties that you can get in the market. At the same time, treating coughs, whooping cough, deep cough. Since that word is not coming out of me well, yeah? That's used for treatment of that. It is also used for, it's a very strong antivirus, yeah? As I mentioned about oxidative stress and the free radicals, the toxins and the pathogens, which are always flying all over, so you never know when you can contract a virus. So these will treat that. Influenza, COVID-19, this was highly used. That was a virus, a very strong virus. This was one of the major treatments, and that is the time I remember back in 2020, guys started. Hey, what's happening to my English? They were very good English. Hey, that is when I just spoke like a Luya Wakamba, I don't know. So that is the time guys started embracing eucalyptus as a tree. The leaves, because in the market you get it in powder form. You'll get the menthol crystals. Menthol crystals, sometimes is a blend of menthol and eucalyptus. Sometimes you can get plain menthol crystals and eucalyptus crystals. I have all those 2 varieties in my shops. I only sell these in powder form. and as well there's normally the oil. So the eucalyptus oil, I don't so far I'm not selling it separately, but I've put it as an herbal formula. I've blended it in our pain relief massage oil. All right, I'll explain that later, because it stimulates, it has aromatherapy, and that's why it's a very good antivirus. At the same time, not only being used in crystal form and in powder form, these leaves, whether fresh or dry, and even when they are fresh, the better, because they have the fresh enzymes, and although now enzymes, unless now you are digesting, you can chew them as well, there's no effect, because they are very good for your oral health. That is another benefit. So the leaves, whether fresh or dry, you can boil them, and even when they are fresh, the better actually. Even the aroma is more, yeah, it's the therapy is more, it will quickly sink. So you can boil them and put them in a basin. Yeah, you boil in your pan, your sufuria, put them in a basin, that water, the leaves together with the hot water, and cover yourself up. Hey, what is happening? Should I drink water? Yeah, cover yourself with a blanket or a lasso or a towel and sniff in. Just enjoy the aroma. It quickly penetrates to your sinus system, yeah, and open up any sort of blocked veins, yeah. Because of course, if you have a sinus infection, that means there's an inflammation. Then some of the veins can swell, and there's blockage, and that will make you even have brain fog, and sometimes even have migraines, yeah. So eucalyptus is very good for that. And then as it is sinking to your sinus system, your respiratory system, at the same time you can drink that water. Even the powder, I mean, in much cases the powder is not used for that coverage process that I'm telling you, for the aromatherapy. You drink. You put a teaspoon in a glass of warm water or a glass of cup, or in a cup, and drink it at the same time. So I've explained in all forms that you can use the eucalyptus leaves to treat any sort of respiratory infection or colds. So let me wind up. So these are the leaves that I've harvested so far, and as I said, we have these. I took a big bunch of the leaves, so likely I'll be taking some of them back to the factory, because you can see my glass jar is halfway full. Yeah? So see you soon in the next video. Light is your portion, healing is your portion. I wish you positivity, I wish you victory, thriving. I mean, all good things come from the Lord, and nature came from the Lord. Plants came from the Lord. Genesis verse 1, chapter 1, verse 29 speaks about how God gave us the fruits and the plants and the trees, yeah, to be used as food. And what is our motto in NUTRISUPA? It is fuel the body. And you fuel the body with food. You're fueling it with nature. Nature comes from plants. Yeah? I mean, see you next.